you young people, you millennials, all of us, you guys got to be careful. We have to go back to just the regular way of how to be Muslims before things got complicated, how it has become now. Watch who you take your religion from. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's absolutely true. Al-Imam al-Hasan al-Basri, he said that. The knowledge of this deen, the knowledge is your deen. Be careful who you take your deen from. So if you found a person, he took all of his knowledge from the scholars who we love. Shaykh al-Albani, Shaykh ibn Baz, Shaykh ibn Uthaymeen. We love them, rahmatullahi alayhi. Does that give him the stamp of approval that everything he says and does, we got to follow everything he said? We don't have to follow everything he said. And then there's another person who we don't even know who his sheikhs are. We don't even know. But when you listen to him, his speech, it inspires you, it informs you, it elevates you intellectually and religiously. You can't take from him because you don't know who his scholars were. That's insanity. So there's a context and it's a background. Brahwis, Deobandis, Salafi, Ikhwani, all of these groups, we're tripping out. I say here without biting my tongue for no one. The only Islam that Allah is going to accept from us, Yawm al-Qiyamah, is the Islam that is an exact replica of what those companions were doing. May Allah be pleased with them. But we have extremists in all of these groups. Extreme Salafis, extreme Deobandis, extreme Ikhwanis. We have extreme Sufis. Extreme is a problem. Everybody needs to relax and pump your brakes and get some knowledge. Get some knowledge so that we can know how to weigh these things. And also make jihad and tarbiyah of killing this thing about look at me and listen to me. It's me and my group. It's not you. It's me and my group. Something's wrong with you. So this one, he loves jihad. And he wants the izzah of al-Islam. And he doesn't like what's going on in the Muslim world. And he has a haqq in what he's saying. But he's extreme. He's extreme to the point he thinks he's the only one who's brave. He's the only one who's affected negatively. And he doesn't like what he's the only one. Everybody else, including the ulama of al-Islam, they're no good. They're kuffar. It's just him and his crew and his group. Slow down. Pump your brakes. So I wanted to warn you brothers and you sisters, especially you young people, beware of some of these crazy people, especially this mufti and that mufti coming with all of these irregularities, laughing, joking, taken away from the hurma of knowledge. And I think we all know this because elementary and it's basic and it's simple. The companions, radiyallahu anhum, were a group of people who they did not like to be put in a position where they're going to give fatwas and they're going to be talking. And if they were asked something, they used to be happy that someone else would take responsibility to answer that. Today, we want to push ourselves through the crowd. The question is thrown out there, and this guy is elbowing people in the face, knocking people out so he can be in the front to answer the question, to destroy himself. Al-Imam Sufyan Ath-Thawri said, anyone who likes to be put in the position of answering questions, something's wrong with him. He's crazy. He's crazy. You're going to be responsible for that, Yawm al-Qiyamah. And it's a fitna in the Arab world. If you had the opportunity to be exposed and see some of the people who are talking on Arab TV, just to see what's going on. Craziness, madness, different ways to do these things. What we have to do is just kind of calm down a little bit, be a bit more tolerant. Not tolerant towards nonsense and mess. No, the truth is the truth. And we have to speak the truth and be upon the truth. I'm not going to come here and tell you people all of the spokes to the wheel lead to the sinner, so every group is okay. No, I say all of these groups is whacked out. All of them. All of these groups are whacked out and they're part of the problem. Don't be from none of these groups. But what you do is you make jihad and you make an effort to know what Abu Bakr, Umar, Uthman, and Ali and the rest of those companions did. May Allah be pleased with them, and be upon what they are upon. Who in his right mind is going to say no? I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to be a Ikhwan Muslimin. I'm going to tell you that straight up. Jama'at al-Islam, I'm never going to be that. I'm never going to be a Sufi. Never. I'm never going to be a Rafidi. Never, inshallah. But if you come and you told me, follow the companions, I'm going to say, okay. Ala ra's wal ayn. Who's not going to say that from amongst this community? Who? And when I mention these names, the person who's from that group, he becomes enraged. And it's not my goal and my objective to make you upset. I'm just telling you all of these groups are whacked out. All of them. They're part of the problem. The group that Allah Azza wa Jalla made it wajib for us to be upon is what those companions were doing. May Allah Azza wa Jalla be pleased with them. I say here without biting my tongue for no one, the only Islam that Allah is going to accept from us Yawmul Qiyamah is the Islam that is an exact replica of what those companions were doing. May Allah be pleased with them.